Today's update video, I will be exactly discuss the most important charts which are going to be telling us something about the next move on Bitcoin. And more importantly, this consolidation phase on the imminent short term is about to be breaking out, and the next move is about to get initiated, and the next move is going to be massive. So I will be talking about this today. I will talk about the new spot Bitcoin ETF inflows, the most important charts that are telling us something about what is currently happening in the market, what is the next direction for Bitcoin, and many more important charts. So without any further ado, don't forget to once again slap on that like button back above 800 likes. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the imminent short term on Bitcoin, where we are currently creating a very interesting symmetrical triangle. And Bitcoin is indeed creating an ever so slight downward sloping resistance line and an upward sloping support line once again here on the 1 hour time frame. And basically we can see that after Bitcoin has been going upwards and upwards, we're once again creating a new consolidation phase. And really where we are looking at right now is the fact that when is Bitcoin going to be breaking above this downward sloping resistance line? Because the moment Bitcoin does break above this downward sloping resistance line is the point where that next move towards the upside is really going to get initiated. And over the course of last night, we saw that Bitcoin, of course, had a slight little correction, but straight away bounced back towards the upside from the lows, straight away pushing up higher. I think that that is, of course, making Bitcoin look extremely strong right now. And the only thing where we're waiting for is, of course, that breakout of that downward sloping resistance line. Because once we do break above the downward sloping resistance line, that is the confirmation that we're going to be going higher. And of course, on the 12-hour time frame, I pointed it out while we were sitting on the lower side that this was going to be the level where Bitcoin is going to be struggling at, and that is also exactly happening right now. While Bitcoin, of course, broke the downtrend, I straight away said Bitcoin is going to be pushing up higher, but we're most likely going to get stuck on this level. But whenever we do break above this range high right here, that is the point where we are going to be seeing that big confirmation and continuation. But of course, that level I just pointed out is also this daily resistance right here on this massive inverse head and shoulders pattern. And basically there is no way on how you could be bearish on Bitcoin right now, because we are creating a massive inverse head and shoulders pattern, and the chart is just looking extremely good on the daily time frame. We created, of course, that downtrend, then we created the head right here, we created the higher low, or better said the right shoulder right here, and now we're knocking on this resistance. And whenever we do break above this resistance, which we've already retested for 3 times in a row, and I can guarantee you the chances that this is going to be breaking upwards is like 80 to 90%. The chance of Bitcoin breaking higher towards new all-time highs in the coming week, or in the coming, let's say, 5 to 6 days, is massive. There's like an 80 to 90% likelihood. So I believe Bitcoin is going to be heading higher, and the price target of this inverse head and shoulders pattern is $90,000. I think it is going to be taking quite a while before we're going to be reaching a target, but one thing is for sure, I think that at least we're going to be seeing a slight little push towards new all-time highs, and that is most likely going to be happening in moments right now here. So we can see that, of course, also in the 12-hour time frame, we broke out, of course, of the symmetrical triangle ever since we've seen an ever so slight continuation higher, and currently we are knocking on one of the most important levels of resistance, which is this downtrend right here. And whenever we are going to be breaking this trend right here, that is going to be the confirmation that Bitcoin is going to be heading higher as well. So we're going to be patiently waiting, patiently looking at this level, and whenever we do break above it, it is going to be giving us the confirmation that we are going to be going higher. And guys, for everyone out there who wants to be trading Bitcoin, I have got a freaking good indicator, because partially the reason why I am in a massive profit of about 190,000 US dollars is due to the fact that I use this indicator to, of course, call whenever I want to be going long or short on Bitcoin. And this indicator is not only giving trend signals, it is also giving signals on the imminent short term where you can scalp trade Bitcoin. For example, the red line right here gave a short signal, Bitcoin went lower. Here it gave a buy signal, Bitcoin went higher. Buy signal, Bitcoin went higher. Buy signal, Bitcoin went higher. Short signal, Bitcoin went lower. Short signal, Bitcoin went lower. It's got like an 80% accuracy, and sometimes, of course, in trading you don't need to be profitable in every single trade, but the scalping and trend signal on the premium indicator is insane. And yesterday we released it to the public, and you can find it yourself right now on CryptoC. So make sure to go to the link description of today's video to check it out. Going further, we can see that currently we had an inflow of about 217 million US dollars on the spot Bitcoin ETF. And I mean, if we're going to be calculating it all together, we've seen $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin spot ETF inflows all alone in the last 3 days here, which is of course quite insane. And if we're going to be looking at the fact of how much Bitcoin the ETFs are currently holding, they are holding more than 5% of the total Bitcoin supply. And this all happened in the last 5 months here. And just imagine on how big it is going to be as time is going to be continuing, and as we're also going to get the spot Ethereum ETF here. So once again, a large inflow on the spot Bitcoin ETF, which for me makes Bitcoin only look more bullish. Then quickly want to be pointing out here, then also I want to be pointing out the funding rates are still extremely high. But if we're going to be comparing it towards where the funding rate was sitting once Bitcoin was breaking above its all-time high, we're still relatively below it. I mean, if we're going to be comparing it, Bitcoin funding rate was sitting around 0.5%. Now we're sitting around 0.1 to 0.2%. So still, if we're going to be comparing it towards the previous high in the market, I believe there's still more steam in this rally towards the upside before Bitcoin is most likely going to be running in towards some hot air. But if you want to be using these indicators yourself as well, there are a lot of free indicators you could be using as well. Just go to TradingView, press on the indicator tab, and search on CryptoC, where you can see all our free indicators and of course our premium indicator, which you can get your hands on cryptoc.com. So make sure to check it out in the link description of today's video if you are interested. So going further, we can currently see that there is a massive amount of liquidity being built above us. And to be exact, more than 10 billion US dollars worth of Bitcoin short liquidations is currently laying above us if Bitcoin is going to be hitting $74,000. So I will hold my trade open to $74,000, to be exact 73.8k. I'm going to be taking some profits off the table whenever we do hit that level. So looking forward towards hitting that level. I believe that we're going to be hitting it anytime soon, just like I said earlier in the video. And of course, if you want to be trading yourself, don't forget to check out the link in the description of today's video, because if you're interested in trading, you go to the highest link in the description of today's video, because if you press on this link right here, you could currently claim a free $200 trade on Bitcoin or Ethereum, and all you need to do for that is of course sign up an account using the link below, deposit $100 in your first 7 days, and you can already claim that free trade on Bybit. So check it out in the link description. So don't forget to check it out in the link description of today's video if you are interested. So yeah, currently we can see the daily time frame on Bitcoin is indeed breaking out here, but more importantly on the 3-day time frame, we're starting to break out, I should better say, on the descending broadening wedge here. And whenever we confirm the break above $72,000, we are going to be confirming a bigger breakout on Bitcoin, and we are most likely going to be heading higher towards new highs of about $100,000 and beyond. So make sure to prepare for that. But honestly, what I want to be pointing out here is that on the daily time frame, also if you're, let's say, inverting this chart, guys, we are looking so bullish. You could be approaching it completely different, but you can clearly see we created this horizontal support here on the lower side, and now we're just seeing a lower high, lower high, lower high, a very strong trend towards the downside, and another retest of this level. And the more times you're going to be retesting a support, the most likely it is going to be that we're actually going to be breaking below it. And the overall trend, if you fail to identify it, is down. And of course, if I'm going to be setting the chart back to normal again, you can see the overall trend is upwards. So it is extremely likely that this trend is going to be continuing towards the upside, because the trend is strong and the trend is your friend until it ends. And right now it has not ended yet here, and Bitcoin is looking extremely strong. So this is it for me in today's update video. I'm expecting the breakout is happening any moment right now here. If you're interested in trading, check it out in the link description of today's video. If you're interested in CryptoC, check it out right now as well. Extremely valuable. Must check it out right now. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.